Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Rocket, issue number 5. Now, this is another one of those comics where, here, just let me hit you with this really quick. Last issue was funnier than this issue because it had Deadpool in it, for crying out loud. It was really, really good. I like the little sidebar thing, but, it was one of those kind of situations where it allowed the story to progress further, but it was more of a diversion than anything else. And I loved the way they pulled it off. Now we're back to business as usual, and the comic's no worse for the wear for it. So I really, really love how they were able to do that little interlude without affecting the story in and of itself. Rocket is there talking to TechNet, all right? But while they're in this conversation, he's describing things that seems to have already happened, but they're not happened yet. You'd have to read it to get what I'm saying because there was a preview of the end. And so now you're reading how we got to there, and you're realizing that some of the things that you didn't know before, and you know that you're going to discover a couple other things that have happened that you weren't privy to. He even says one of them flat out. All right. So while the last issue was a lot funnier, the previous issue, this issue goes back to the standard of being more of a heist film than anything else. This reminds me back of some of those films back in the day where it's like, you get in the car and you just go and you start robbing banks and the police are coming after you and there's a bunch of, gumshoe detective work and you're just trying to get away. It's like an Ocean's 11 or 12 or 13 or the next Oceans is coming out. I think they're going to do like 8, 9, and 10 now. Whatever they're going to do, like these, wow. This is just so well written. And guys, I don't think that anybody has ever really questioned Al Ewing's ability to write an amazing comic. And it's just written so differently. I'm telling you right now, every time that I go to pick up this comic, I have to take a breath and brace myself because I know that it's going to be such a completely different writing style. And it's more narrative than anything else. But then it breaks into other things. And then the narration comes back again. And then there's, and it kind of cuts in and out of the narration. And it's written like you're watching one of those movies where the speaker, the narrator is the main character and he's talking to you while the story is actually going on once in a while. It's hard to explain for me, but honestly, I just need to improve my ability to explain this story. What I am going to explain is that this comic is getting a B+. Wow. All I'm saying is I wish I could write like this. Yeah, like that. A lot of times I'll complain about writers and I'll tell you flat out, look, I believe I can write better than this, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not going to play around with this one. Now, Al Ewing, man, this guy just comes out of left field with a strong right cross. It's just, you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. I really do love this comic. And yeah, it's one of the comics that I really do look forward to reading. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.